You know, I get messages like these pretty often, and I'm gonna try to just replicate them as best as I can. Dalaran, why are you playing Outlaw? Why don't you just play Subtlety? Dalaran, do you know that Subtlety is a far superior Spec to Outlaw? Dalaran, why are you playing Outlaw? Stop playing Outlaw, play Subtlety. Subtlety's better. Dal, Sub is better than Outlaw. Dal, why aren't you Subtlety? Dal, why are you Outlaw? Dal, if you were to just play Subtlety, this wouldn't have happened but you're choosing to play Outlaw, and that is why it's happening. Dal, I don't understand why you're playing such a trash Spec like Outlaw.
Shut the f up!
I get questions like, why do you play Outlaw? Why do you play this Spec? Why do you play that Spec? A lot, so I felt like it's worth making a video about it. I think it originally started when I remember playing the game as a Feral Druid, and I remember thinking, oh, I'm gonna be so damn good at Feral. The whole Druid dream went downhill, and because of changes of Druid from what they were like in Kata to Mop, I was about to quit the game, and then I picked up my Rogue. When I picked up my Rogue, I started out as Assassination, and then did a little bit of Subtlety in Pandaria, but then I discovered Combat. Combat with an 8-second stun, unpeelable killing spree, a deep insight mechanic. I thought, there's no way this specialization can be bad for PvP, right? Right? Quickly did I figure out that the specialization is actually pretty trash for PvP. But I still loved it. I loved every moment of it. I loved being able to run up 8-second kidneys into deep inside killing sprees while Shadow Blaze is available. All I needed is just to get that full perfect lineup, and that made me satisfied with the Spec. It didn't have to be the strongest specialization in the game. Just as long as I can get that lineup once in a blue moon, that's all I needed to be happy. And I think that still is a thing for me right now. I can have literally the worst BG ever, be the most unlucky person, miss every one of my abilities, but if my one lineup that makes me viable works, then I'm satisfied. I don't need to be consistent 24/7, I don't need to be the greatest, I don't need to be the hardest hitting, I just need to have my moments, and as long as I can live for those moments, it's all that matters. I think it just kind of started with me, you know, when you're young, playing video games, and thinking, I'm gonna prove to others, I'm gonna show them, but a lot of people give up on that dream, or maybe they do well and they go into esports or something, so it's like really miraculous. I just wanted to prove to people that I can play Combat Rogue, and Combat Rogue can be viable in PvP. That's all. And then in Legion we have Outlaw, and I love the Spec, and it was another one of the things I really want to prove people that it can be a viable specialization, and it has ups and downs, but that is a specialization that I decided to go for every time I decide to push some serious rating, because it is just what I love doing. So I might as well be pushing rating, and no matter if the games last 20 minutes or 5 seconds, it does not matter. At least I'm doing what I'm doing. And I kind of developed also a liking for a lot of other specializations that were kind of underhanded. Specializations that at first I thought, wow, this kind of seems like it's bad, I would probably enjoy it. There's a reason why when I decided to level a healer for PvE, before all the updates for Disc Priest, I was like, what's the worst healer in the game? Discipline Priest? I can prove I'm wrong. I don't know why I had this natural thing, I just really wanted to. So my priest is a Shadow / Disc, and I heal as a Discipline. I don't know, I'm not that good at healing, but I still have fun with it. I have a lot more fun than playing a Holy. Holy's cool, but Holy is too reliable. With Holy, it's really up to me, and if I fuck up, well then there's not a lot I can do. But with Disc, I can push myself to further than what the Spec can do. So it feels like I'm almost breaking barriers. It feels like I'm almost just going beyond what anyone has ever done. Like I'm going Super Saiyan, man. Maybe that's why I like Survival, because a lot of people... Survival is a good Spec, don't get me wrong, I love it. But there's a lot of people that would say, oh, Beastmaster is better, or Marksman is better. You're playing a Hunter class that's in melee, but has all these ranged utilities, right? You have Disengage, you have most of your honor talents that are still functioning like as if you are a ranged class. It just does not quite work. And it's funny how your name is Survival, and you don't really do well at surviving. And it's like, haha, besides the jokes, I do love the specialization. I think it's probably one of the most exciting ones out of all three. I was actually even thinking of leveling for Marksman, PvE-wise, just to learn the specialization better. But I think I'll scrap that and just stick with Survival, just because I get on survival, I'm like, yeah, let's do this boss. I'm not gonna do top damage, but if I can like do some crazy AoE or have an awesome lineup, that's all that matters to me. I don't care about being on the top of the charts. Like, I can spam arcane shot, aim shot forever and be at the top of the charts, or I can have fun. It's like, which one is more valuable to me? And the same thing is gonna go with the Feral and the Demonology Warlock. A lot of people have an issue with the Demon Warlock of the fact that you have to empower your demons every time you summon them. And I look at it and I think, yeah, that would be annoying. That would probably make it difficult to play the Spec. It probably is the least viable Spec. I want to play it. That's all I want to do is I want to play it. I want to give it a shot, and I'm having so much fun when you get all the imps out and all the pets, and you sacrifice their health with your artifact weapon, and then you get the whole wave of pets just hitting the target after you hit them for like 1 or 2 million, and it's like a pop. It's so cool. And same thing for the Feral. Now, Ferals are going to be going by the way of the Dodo, right? They're not going to be that, oh, I'm kind of a weak class, I'm weak spec, I don't really know, what to do. They're going to be a lot more viable, a lot stronger. So, at least in damage. They'll still be squishy. So, I don't really know how I'm going to feel about Ferals. Like, when I play Subtlety Rogue, right, as a rogue, I feel powerful. I feel like I'm able to do just about everything. Everything in the BG. I can deal the damage when I wanna, I can get out CC whenever I wanna. I have the control. But then this control means everything is kind of predictable. You kind of can predict how situation is gonna go. You predict how what our next ability should be, how should I play next. Everything is so predictable, and it doesn't feel like there's a room. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of room to stretch yourself for better, for further. And that's kind of like what I'm not a huge fan of. I want to have some kind of a wall or a ceiling to break. Think of glass ceilings, but not a woman breaking a glass ceiling. I don't think, at least. So there you have it. This is why I play Outlaw, because it's exciting. It's because it's unpredictable. Because it usually has something that draws me in, some kind of a mechanic, something special, something specific to line up. And once I line it up, I can have the worst time in the world, but as soon as I get that one moment that makes me happy, that's it. That's my shining star in the sky, and that's all I need in a day. So that's really about it. So next time you're gonna tell me, hey Dallin, you should play at the solo spec, no, and I don't listen to you, well, if you watch this video then you'll know why. Otherwise I'll probably come off like an asshole. I'm like, no, I'm gonna be stubborn and play the spec that I like. I don't know when playing the specializations like went out of fashion, but it did. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one.